For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise...
I love coming into this place on a Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon is the greatest.
Wednesdays are good. That's when the Dow chemical concoctions are at
their most aromatic.
Smells like burnt tires.
I love the smell of burnt tires in the morning.
It reminds me of my youth when we used to go drag racing and make those tires scream and squeal on the pavement.
Ah, right.
With a beautiful woman using the Go flag, you know.
Oh, you know what her name was?
Zelda.
That's right, Zelda the Greek.
Zelda the Greek.
She wasn't really Greek.
She wore those bouquets like the in her hair, the Greek roses. So she was Zelda the Greek.
Of thorns, like the Christ.
Oh yeah, she liked to really throw in a bit of religion. She had a full performance. The guys loved it. They'd make their engines rev, make those tires spin, and you'd smell that burning rubber.
And
just like here in this plant.
That's right. Anyways, that spanner we were talking about.
The spanner? Oh yeah, here you go. Okay, well as long as it's the tool for the job. I mean, you're in charge of spanners. Now, I'm in charge of wrenches.
That's right.
And that we won't make any mistakes because you can't get these chemicals diverted into the same canisters.
That's right, because these are for sale.
The canisters?
No, the chemicals.
Well, they're getting a big shipment out today to the plastics factory out in Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Yeah, I was in a Wild Kingdom once. Well, it was the Boston Zoo, and all the doors opened on the cages. I was trying to fix a small IT glitch at the time. That's why I got out of IT. It's hard to get hired after you let a lot of animals running around. But it was Wild Kingdom. That's what I called it. Wild Kingdom.
It's like 13 monkeys.
Oh, yes. Well, the monkeys were quite ambitious. They actually took an automobile and fled the scene, but the lions seemed to terrify it. But unfortunately, it was just after feeding time, and they weren't hungry. So the people were running and scattering about, and so I went out. Don't panic. I just made a small glitch. I'm sure that they'll all be returned to the cages shortly.
Why would they be returned to their cages?
Well, because the zoo owners were coming in with their nets and their big capture devices to get the animals.
What other types of capture devices are there other than nets?
Well, there's nets, and then there's the big dome of plastic. They usually use those for the armadillos. I thought the armadillos weren't all that threatening.
Well, they're quite slow armadillos,
well,
aren't they?
They usually call up in a ball. Unfortunately, I stepped on one, and it was like a ball. I fell, and I damaged my forehead. Look at that scar. I call it my Wild Kingdom scar. So that's why I decided to get out of IT and go into the chemical repair pipe industry. I thought, what's the first thing you see? You see pipes running everywhere. And those pipes need to be fixed. That's why we're here supposed to fix this thing.
Right,
and you're in charge of spanners. You notice what's in this plant?
I did notice that.
The red light's blinking. Now, I thought, does that mean exit shortly or exit now? I think we got called in here because there's a big problem. I know what they said. There's a lot of smell of burning rubber.
Right.
And apparently that's not supposed to be happening.
Well, no, because this isn't a rubber factory.
Oh, yes, of course.
You normally don't get rubber smells in a non-rubber factory. This is a chemical factory,
yes.
And there's a smell of rubber.
Oh, you got all these toxic signs everywhere, and I suppose if you smell something, you're supposed to flee. Look at this funny little sign here. It's like one of those little pictograms.
Oh, it's a guy running?
Yeah, there's these wavy lines going to his nose, and he's fleeing with great abandon.
How can you tell he has great abandon?
He's sprinting in a full-out sprint.
His hair is flowing backwards.
That's because he's running forward.
Well, that means he's running into the smell.
Yes, he's running into the smell.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
I think we should just fix this pipe. Get the T-joint up there. Now, one of these wheels is supposed to turn off the gas. If you open that, the gas will come out.
Right. Oh, I should have turned that wheel off first. You better turn it off.
I'm in charge of wheels.
Here's our problem.
You take care of the tools.
We should have had a plan before we came in.
That's the problem with plans. You go in there and you're too rigid. You've got to improvise. You don't know what you're going to face when you go into an emergency.
What are you looking at your watch for?
Well, I was thinking I'm getting a bit peckish. I always bring my lunch. Because, I like to be on the job 24/7. Would a paramedic leave in the middle of defibrillation?
Would a history major leave in the middle of an apocalypse?
Gas, fixtures, and pipes repaired do not leave when gas fixtures and pipes need to be repaired.
24/7, that's why you bring your lunch. If it's 24/7, shouldn't you bring all 3 meals?
Well, I like to go out once in a while. So I just eat in once. Then I go out for supper.
So you're abandoning this 24/7.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
It's really 22/7.
Because life's too short. And we're living in a dangerous profession.
Life is the longest thing you'll ever do. So if life is too short, then everything else is too short.
I know, exactly. And if we don't fix things right, we could be killed. That's why everyone fled this place, because this is a dangerous job.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of white gas gathering at our feet about ankle height now. Do you think that's dangerous? The thing is to always discuss things and make sure everything goes right.
Right.
Before you do anything, actually do something.
Well, before
you do something, talk about it.
But
Plan.
this is a shift from your why do you have plans philosophy. I don't think you have a consistent philosophy, quite frankly.
Well, again, it's back to you can't be too rigid in your plans. Nor can you be too soft. You gotta sit on the fence. As long as it's not one of those fucking picket fences.
Wow, you don't want to sit in one of those because they're pointy.
You see, that's the thing. It's important to have a sense of humor. Even when you're looking death in the face. With toxic chemicals growing through the pipes. And look at that joint. That's ready to pop its rivets any moment. The valve pressure is up. The arm's pointing into the red. Does that mean we should flee? Or is that just like a car flashing its oil and you should get an oil change?
Let's consult one of those signs. Here's one.
Oh, look, it has a picture of the red needle and there's someone, again, running away.
Running away.
Look, his hair's blowing.
That's right, his hair's blowing. Maybe they're depicting wind.
So if it gets windy, we should run. Or,
Did you have a job at the Grand Canyon once?
That was before my IT Wild Kingdom glitch.
I think our job
is done here. And why don't we go to House of Lancaster?
For a beer?
Yeah, I hear they have strippers there. Well, they're still getting our check.
We have concluded our broadcast schedule for today. Good night.
Chemical warfare,